hard to say.
Hey guys, this is David Gray with DG Gaming. In this tutorial, I'm going to go into depth and into really descriptive detail on how to be able to record your gaming videos in 1080p and 720p. So let's get started. All the links will be in the description below, so you don't have to worry about getting lost. VoiceMeeter Virtual Audio Mixer allows you to be able to record your game audio, and Skype and more. Basically meaning, if you're in a call with somebody, say your best friend Bob or Jane, you could be able to record with VoiceMeeter as a virtual driver that picks up your voice and their voice through your speakers and your headset. So what you go ahead and do is go ahead and click that download button, which is going to bring you halfway down to the page, and you're going to want to download the exe file or the zip file. If you're running Windows 10 or Windows, any type of Windows, you're going to want to go ahead and just click the exe file. Or exe file, sorry. Now, before you go ahead and install that, you're going to want to go ahead and install the driver as well, which is the virtual audio cable. So go ahead and click on this tab, scroll about halfway down to the page, and click the download button. It's going to go ahead and install the driver while you prepare your adventure into recording your game videos. So, when you download your driver, it's going to ask you to restart. But before you do, I want you to pay attention to what you're going to have to do. When you restart and you come back to this video, you will not be able to hear your audio. So what you're going to want to go ahead and do is install both the driver before you restart and VoiceMeeter. And then when you restart your computer, you're going to want to go ahead and right-click your volume, go to Playback Devices, and go ahead and select VoiceMeeter as your default device and click OK. When you restart your computer, everything is going to take effect. The virtual driver is going to be installed, and then you're going to be able to have that go to Playback Devices. You're going to see the cable input as well. So go ahead and restart your computer, and when you come back to this video, we'll go on to the next step. Welcome back. This is David Gray, and we're going to go ahead into the next step of installing VoiceMeeter. So now that you have your driver installed, you're going to go ahead and open up VoiceMeeter and select the first tab and make sure it's your microphone or that you are using, whether or not it's a headset or the microphone that is on your desktop or a laptop. The next tab, you're going to go ahead and want to click Cable Audio VV Audio Virtual, which is something that we're going to get into later on in the video. Go ahead and click MME Cable Audio right here. You're going to want to click the MME. The next thing you're going to want to do is go to A1, go to WDM, whatever your microphone or your headset is going to be, whether or not it's going to be your speakers, which it'll be the WDM speakers for your laptop or for your headset or whatever you're using. Go ahead and click that. You're going to want to click B, A, go ahead and go to Menu, go to System Tray Run at Startup, and then save your settings. Now that that's set up, the next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and download Audacity. So go ahead, and like I said, the links will be in the description below, so don't worry. Audacity is the software that allows you to be able to clean up your mic audio and other recordings from audio. So when you have that downloaded, that's all you need to do for right now. So go ahead and install Audacity and move on to the next step. The next thing you're going to want to do is download VLC Media Player, which allows you to be able to play any video file or audio file, such as MP3s, MP4s, and even JPEGs. Once you have this installed, there's nothing else that you need to do, so go ahead and click out of it and go on to the next step. DxTory and Vegas Pro are the next applications that you're going to need for this tutorial to work. DxTory is a software game recorder that allows you to record just like Fraps or even Shadowplay. If you do not have a NVIDIA and you're trying to take this option to be able to record, even with a laptop that's only got 8 gigabytes of RAM, I mean, you don't need the powerful laptop or a gaming laptop to be able to record like the pros. It's just a start off video, basically, what you're going to try and do. Um, so DxTory is just like Fraps, and basically when you open this up and have this installed, um, it's $45 to be able to activate it, but I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be able to go through any website and be able to download this for free, um, along with wow, Sony Vegas Pro. Sorry, I've been talking all day, and this is like the 50th time I've tried to do this, so I'm tripping over my words. Please excuse that. So go ahead and download DxTory and Sony Vegas Pro through any thing, whether or not you want to buy the application or whether or not you want to torrent it or a third party. Whichever you do, make sure it's legit, make sure it's safe, and make sure it's the actual program. You can buy any version of Sony Vegas through their website at sonycreativesoftware.com. DxTory is $45 in American, and you can pay either by Visa or PayPal or any other card that they have here. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and open up DxTory and be able to show whether or not you were able to run this. So the first tab you're going to have is this ignore settings thing. Basically what that is, it's just going to ignore whatever settings it's on and make sure that this is the only thing running. I don't mess with this tab. The next thing you're going to want to do is select anything you want. The recording is yellow, the non-recording is green for default. You can actually set that to whatever color you want, whether it be red for the recording and green for the non-recording. Just whatever it is, make sure that you're comfortable with it. You can actually have the video fraps shown and everything like that, and when you record and you're ready to edit your video, fraps, the FPS will not be displayed in the actual video that you recorded, so that's a plus. So the next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and go to the folder settings. Basically, what you're going to want to do is right click on your desktop, make a new folder, and basically name that folder whatever you want, as long as it's saved and you can be able to find it easily. I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I already have a folder for this. As you can tell, what you do is you right click here, you add your folder, you go find your folder, click OK, and then run the benchmark tab right here, which is going to automatically do that, and it's basically the write speed of how many times or how fast it's going to be able to write that video down onto your save file. A lot of people like to use SSDs, but you really don't need it as long as you have a dedicated drive that is for this, or you can even just use your hard drive. My hard drive is 1 terabyte, and I'm completely fine with that. I would like to get an external hard drive to be able to load all my games from it and just have my laptop used as the video recorder while it plays the video games off of the hard drive. Please excuse the pets and the noise in the background. I'm sorry for that. So go ahead and hit that benchmark tab. What it's going to do is it's going to have this. It's going to set at 1000. You're going to click run, and what it's going to do is going to see how fast it can be able to do this. And since I'm recording, it's going to be fairly low. I'm going to go ahead and click stop though, because of the fact that I've already got 91 megabytes per second with my actual game footage. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to want to change that. The next thing you want to do is you're going to go to your hotkeys and basically set your hotkeys to record, or even take a screenshot, or whatever you want to do. The only thing I use is to record and take screenshots. So I have that as default as S12 and F11. The next thing you want to do is go to your movie tab, and basically this is your codecs, which I will have that in the description below with the Lagarith lossless codec, and basically what that is just a codec for your game recorder that actually be able to record your videos and save your videos as small and as efficient as possible without losing frame rates per second. So go ahead and click this arrow down, and when you download the Lagarith lossless codec, go ahead and select it. Go ahead and hit this edit mark right here, you're going to want to hit YV12 and use multi-threading, and then click OK. Everything else is fine. For your frame rates, whether or not your computer can handle it, I like to sit at 30 frames per second because of the fact that it's easier for my computer. If you don't have it, you can manually enter it, or you can just click 29.97, which is a default setting on there for the frame rate. I like to have it exactly at 30 because it's easier for me. It's whatever. Anyway, go ahead and click the file output, select AVI. Don't worry about raw cap. I like to see my mouse when I do things, so I go ahead and click that and enable it. The percentage is basically the size of your video is the 720 by 1080. I like to just go ahead and click 100% because it's just simple. You don't have to enter the numbers manually, but if you do, make sure they're actually in video quality. For the next tab is your audio tab. And basically what you're going to want to do, now that you installed VoiceMeeter and your headset and the cable input, what you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and select your first tab as your headset or microphone. The microphone. The next tab you're going to want to do is hit the plus sign, go to your second tab and select that as the the cable input. And then the next tab you're going to want to go ahead and select the VoiceMeeter input. After that, I record sound. I will use this as my default. And after that, I just leave this as default, and there you go. The screenshots is basically, the size of it. You're not going to want to do screenshots if you're game recording and you're going to upload to YouTube, but if you're interested, go ahead and mess with the settings yourself. The advanced tab, I don't mess with anything down here. The only thing I do mess with is the processing threads. Basically, it's how many cores you are using to be able to process your video. I go ahead and use all my cores and limit the video FPS to 60. After that, check update, and then go ahead and exit, or minimize, since you're going to be soon recording. So, open up a game. Basically, what you're going to want to do is record a file, and basically I already have a file here that I've already recorded a short clip of game footage, me saying hello, this is a tutorial for you guys, and so after you recorded your clip, you're going to want to go ahead and open up the file where it's saved at, which is automatically going to save to your videos file, and then the capture, it's going to be somewhere in this area, or actually wherever you saved it to, I'm sorry. But since I already have it saved up here, this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this file right here, and this is the folder of the video that you just recorded. So what you're going to want to go ahead and do is you're going to right click it, go to extract audio stream, and if you do not have this selected, you're going to go ahead and open with and set default program as VLC media player. That's the reason why we downloaded VLC. So after that, you set it as your default. You're going to want to right click it, go ahead and extract audio stream. And these files are actually the audio files. It's going to be the game file, your voice, and if you're in a Skype call, it's going to be this voice of your person who's talking. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Audacity. And Audacity is going to open up. You're going to click OK. You're going to want to go ahead and grab your voice audio, which you're going to have to actually just guess at which one it is. Usually for me, it's ST1, so I'm just going to go ahead and click OK. And what that did is just made a copy of it, so it's if you mess with anything here and save it, it's actually going to save it somewhere else as long as you rename it. Huh, that's interesting. It wasn't it. That was actually the voice chat from somebody else. So go ahead and, like I said, it's just a pick and choose of which file it is. I'm pretty sure this is it since this is sporadic. Go ahead and click play. Make sure it's your file. Hi guys, and this is just the test. I'm going to record this little tiny clip and show you how it comes out. And there you go. So basically what you're going to want to do is you want to go ahead and click on your file, zoom in, And if your bars don't actually look like this, we're gonna go ahead and fix that first. If it's not sporadic like this, or if it's really small, go ahead and select all of it, go to Effect, and then go to Normalize. After that, you're just gonna go ahead and click OK, and it's gonna go ahead and sporadically make that audio quite loud and eligible and audible. Sorry, audible. Go ahead and click play, and you're gonna notice that it's a lot louder. Hi guys, and this is just a test. I'm gonna record this little tiny clip and show you how it comes out. Go ahead and hit stop, and as you can tell, it was a lot louder than the first clip, which is good. The louder it is, the actual better it's going to be in your voice recording, because of the fact that when you open up Sony Vegas, it's actually going to show a volume control through that video software editor as well. So go ahead and zoom in, bring this audio track over. You want to go ahead and select the most proportionate, quietest part of your video. So right here, it's going to be this right here, where that is the click of me starting this recording. Basically, what you're going to want to do is go to Effect, go to Noise Reduction or Noise Removal, whichever you have. Get Noise Profile, and then you're going to go ahead and hit Control A, or you can just zoom out and select it all. Go to Effect again, go to Noise Reduction or Noise Removal, whichever you have, and then click OK. Notice how the line actually got smaller now. Now, it will take some time depending on how big your file is. If your voice recording is over about 5 minutes long, it's going to take some time to actually do it, but it shouldn't be that long. Now go ahead and hit Control A after you click on the timeline again. Go to Effect, go to Compressor, and then click OK. Now once you play this audio again, it's going to sound a lot clearer than it did before. Your background noise is going to be gone, and you don't have anything to worry about from there. So go ahead and play. Hi guys, and this is just a test. I'm going to record this little tiny clip and show you how it comes out. And it's a lot clearer. There's no background noise whatsoever. And if there is background noise, however, you can also go ahead and do it again by clicking a selection portion of your audio file, go to Noise Reduction, get Noise Profile, and do it over again as well. Since this is fine, I'm going to actually stick with this. This is perfect for me. Go ahead and export audio. You're going to name it whatever one you want. I'm going to name this Test because this is for you guys. Go ahead and click Save. And this is basically the artist name, track, and everything like that. Don't worry about that. Just go ahead and save your audio. Actually, let's figure out where it's going to be saved to first before we go ahead and save it. It's going to be saved to the desktop, and like I said, I was going to be naming it Test. Save the file in a place where you know it's going to be used, because of the fact that as soon as you export this file, you're done with Audacity. So go ahead and save it. And as you can tell, the file is right here. So go ahead and close out Audacity. If you want to save your changes, go ahead. If you want to save this file, that way you can alter it later, you're more than welcome to. But as soon as you find that okay, what you're done, as soon as you're done with what you're okay with, just go ahead and close it. Click no, and basically that's just going to save you that much memory, or that much, memory on your hard drive, because of the fact that, like I said, I've got a terabyte hard drive. I always record as soon as I upload to YouTube and check that the video is fine. I delete my videos so I can keep this space and everything like that. That's, easy to work with. So, in that video folder that you had taken with the DX Tour, you're going to go ahead and open Sony Vegas Pro. And while this opens up, I'm going to take a short break for a second and stretch out because I'm sitting in an awkward position. My computer is doing a lot of things. It's not usually this slow when it opens up. Like I said, you don't need a really strong computer to be able to record in 1080p or 720p. And this is just a pure example of what I'm talking about. So go ahead and click File, New. Your template is going to be this right here. Is you're going to set it to either your 720 or 1080. Make sure it's HDV or HD, no matter what. I have mine as custom, and I'll show you my settings right here. I have the width set at 1920 and the height set at 1080. Your default is going to be non-progressive scan. No matter what, always click non-progressive scan. Change this to 1000 squares. Oh, 1000. Wow. 1.0000, 4 zeros, whatever, square. Go ahead and change this to 30 frames per second. Get this off. 8-bit. The only thing you're going to have to change down here is make sure that this is from good to best. Make sure your settings match mine. After that, you're going to go to audio. Keep this at 48. Make sure it's on stereo. And then we're going to go to 16 in bit depth. Also, we're going to go to best. We're going to follow the settings here. We're going to go to SMPTE drop 29.97 frames per second, or 60 if they have it. I like to stay here because of the fact that no matter what, it's going to end up in 1080 if you're looking for the best quality in your video. So go ahead and click that. Your beats per minute, your beats per measure. Don't worry about that. Make sure it's on quarter. Go to summary, go to audio. It looks like you're done. Go ahead and click OK. So the folder where your video is, you're going to go ahead and go open that up. You're going to click your WoW, and in this case is what video that I recorded in. You're going to go ahead and drop that into your timeline. As you can tell, and if you want to zoom in, just go ahead and either hit the plus sign or just scroll up. It's already got game video, audio, your chat, and game audio as well. So if you want to go ahead and preview it, just go ahead and click this play button down at the bottom. Hi guys, and this is just a test. I'm going to record this little tiny clip and show you how it comes out. Now, go ahead and hit that stop button. And as you can tell, in this left side, you're going to see green bars rise up. Those are your volume, your audio volumes. For me, this is the video right here. For this tab right here, this is your this is me speaking, which will be you speaking if you dropped your file in the right position. Then right here is going to be the chat of whether or not it's going to be Skype or Curse or whatever whatever social media that you use to talk with your friends with. As long as it's an audio like Skype or Curse, it's completely fine. And then this is going to be the game audio. Now, if you are in a call by any chance, and if you want to be able to record your video, your audio with you and your friends, you're going to want to go ahead and open up your client, which is going to be either Curse or Skype or whichever one you want to use. Go to your settings tab, go to voices or audio, and make sure that your microphone is selected as the microphone device, and then your speaker is set as the cable output. Go ahead and test it if you want. You should be able to hear it in your headset. And for me, I heard it in my headset, so I'm going to click save, and then we're going to go back to Sony Vegas. So basically, now we're back at Sony Vegas. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take that file that we edited in Audacity. And actually, we're going to keep Sony Vegas open. We're going to take the file that we had in Audacity, which is right here on the desktop. So we're going to go ahead and open up the file here. Go to desktop. Mine is selected as test. I'm going to go ahead and drop it underneath the game audio. And basically what we're going to do, and if you don't have anybody recorded in here, basically what you're going to want to do is right click this track here for the chat audio and delete that track. And basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to compare where your voice matches up with your voice audio and the new audio that you had just completely eliminated the background noise. So mine is automatically perfect. I didn't have to do anything with it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, select this track, hit U, the letter U on your keyboard, right click, and then click delete. Go ahead and slide this track up to where that was. Go ahead and right click this area right here and delete that track. And basically, there you go. Hi guys, and this is just a test. I'm going to record this little tiny clip and show you how it comes out. Now go ahead, if you want to, if it peaks too loud, you're going to go ahead and turn down your volume, and basically it's going to be however you like it. It's basically a judgment call. So go ahead, and if you like it, go ahead and select it. Hi guys, and this is just a test. I'm going to record this little tiny clip and show you how it you like. And as you can tell, you can also edit your audio volume while it's playing. That way you can actually hear a preview of what it sounds like. And if your game audio is too low, go ahead and turn it up or turn it down or whichever. So before you go ahead and render your video, what you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and click this track here, your video track. You're going to right click it. You're also going to go to Properties, go to Disable Resample, and Maintain Aspect Ratio. Then click OK. So after that, you have your file and it's all ready to be rendered and everything like that. What you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and click File, Render As, and let's pull up a save file. It's going to load the render settings, and what you're going to see is you're going to see all of these type of tabs right down in here. Mine are starred because those are the ones that I use the most when I upload a 1080 or 720p video. You're going to have Internet HD, 1080p. You're going to select that and you're going to go ahead and customize that template. And basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead, and I'll show you what it looks like after you select it. Go ahead and click Customize Template. You're going to go ahead and name your template. Mine is going to be Internet HD 1080p. I've already edited it. Or you can select it as YouTube HT, whatever you want to name it. Go ahead and save that file template. Go ahead and include video in the HD 1080. Go ahead and select it as main. Select NTSC 29, whatever that number is, 970. Go ahead and select non-progressive scan. Select 1.0000. Hit the number 2. Go ahead and variable bitrate. If you want to do 2 passes, that way it renders completely is where you want it, go ahead, but I don't select it because of the fact that it takes more than an hour for a video. Depending on the size of the video and the length of the video will determine how long your render time is and how long or how good your processor is. Processors are on your computer or laptop. Go ahead and select. For me, it's 20. I selected mine manually, but go ahead and select it as 20 million. Sorry. And then for your average, you're going to want to select 12 million or somewhere close to it. It's 10 million or 14 million. I just mess around with those settings because of the fact that I found it easier to just actually get to know the program. But for anything, you're going to set it as 20 million for your maximum and 14 million for your average. Go ahead and enable progressive download. Go to your audio. Select it as 48,000 and your bitrate is 192,000. Go to System, check GPU, and once you figure out what kind of GPU you have, go back to Video, and the encode, go ahead and select whatever you have. I have OpenCL, so I'm going to use that. Go to your project, leave this all alone, and you should be fine. Click OK, and go ahead and click Render. For this short file, it's actually going to take probably about 15 to 35 seconds to be able to upload this, to render this. You're not uploading yet. And when this is done, we're going to go ahead and go to our YouTube channel. Now this file saves wherever you want it to save, so make sure you actually save it into a location where you know where it's going to be. It also helps when it shows you that you can open your file location just by clicking this button here. For me, it's going to be Untitled 4 or whatever you named your video when you rendered it. After that, go ahead and go to your YouTube and upload your video. And when you upload your video, you're going to want to set it to private until your 1080p is then accessible for your view, and you can be able to edit your tabs, the description of your video. You can also rename your video, upload it, and then after it's done uploading, like I said, just wait for it to actually catch up and everything like that, and you'll be able to see that your video is in 1080p. You can also click on this untitled file that you actually, ooh, sorry, excuse me, I got the hiccups, that you've actually named. And when you open it, it's going to open up in your default video player. And if you can't hear yourself, go ahead and right-click it, and it'll open up with VLC Media Player. Hi guys, and this is just a test. I'm going to record this little tiny clip and show you how it comes out. Now, as you can tell, everything in that file is actually really smooth, really clear, and everything like that. YouTube has its own way of making it even more clear, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to make your guys' gaming video at 1080 and 720p.